Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included in the Ultimate Base 3.0. There are a few things I would like to take care of in the beginning. First and foremost, we now accumulated enough supercoolant, so I don't have to do anything about it. So I would like to stop the crafting at this point, and we are gonna achieve that with a hydro sensor. As soon as we detect something here, then we simply want to drag a cable all the way down and into the molecular forge to disable it. So that could be an easy fix to implement. Also, I figured I really want my oxalite refineries inside of the base, because I had to implement this other door, then basically the air can still escape and we are losing a lot of the oxalite by just emitting a tiny amount before it drops. Also, just one refinery is really slow. I much rather have it inside the base where the oxalite is going to contribute to the oxygen levels inside the base, but generally the oxygen levels are going to be so high that it cannot really emit. The only problem is we're going to be needing a thick cable to do that, or another power transformer, even two transformers. So that is kind of a shame, but I believe if we do something like that, just exchange this tile here with the, let's see, heavy watt joint plate, we want a conductive joint plate. So we'll add that right here, then we should be able to drag the cable inside of the base, and since no duplicates are really at the bottom here, it shouldn't be too bad with the decor. Now I should be able to place one or two of these guys. Actually, let's move them apart a little bit so I can have a storage bin in the center. That's also going to be a smart storage bin. So as soon as we have that one filled up, then we're going to send a signal. Let me see, what is this? Sends a green signal when full. So we want to invert that. Have a little NOT gate here. Give me back my cable and we're going out like so. Nice. Next, we can take our heavy watt conductive wire and we're gonna drag it along like so. We're gonna cut this and then use a conductive bridge to reconnect it. Yeah, that actually seems fairly reasonable. The only thing that's left to do is have a auto sweeper to actually bring that into the storage bin. But also we need to make sure to actually cool things down. This is my current cooling loop here. Maybe we can drag it down a little bit. I'm not so sure about this. How is this doing in terms of temperatures? It's not even going up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it be uncooled and we'll see how it goes. But that essentially means I can now get rid of that. Maybe we are gonna use up the rest of the oxygen we have here. In the meantime, I should also have explored everything on the star map. No, not quite. There's just one single tile left and then we are basically done. There's some more uranium here, but you know, honestly, I'm mostly interested in this guy here for the fullerene. Now, something else I noticed here on the planetoid, we actually already ran out of oil. That is a little bit unexpected, but we'll have to fix that right away. The way we're gonna fix that is with our new petroleum rocket, and you actually made me aware of that I made a really big mistake by adding all those small liquid cargo tanks. There is actually a large tank we should go for. So I want to try to implement that now. It's called the large liquid cargo tank, and it requires a ton of steel. Literally a ton, but that's fine. It's going to be using slightly more space than the small liquid cargo tank, but you told me it fits more liquid in the same amount of space. And of course that is exactly what we wanted to see. I think we're also ready again with this rocket here. That was Ellie's rocket, right? I wanted to send her over back to Coldito in order to finish the nuclear reactor, so we should do that. Begin that launch sequence, and I believe we also need to send over a little bit of, is that igneous rock? Let me see. Yes, indeed. Igneous rock, we want to send over quite a bit of it. For every one delivery, we can build one single block. Actually, for every two deliveries from the looks of it, we want to send 400 units. Yes, and oh, rocket is going for it. Ellie, good luck! And then we can swap another module here for another big liquid cargo tank. Do we have the space for another one? It doesn't look like we do. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. We might actually be able to pull it off. So swap that as well for a large liquid cargo tank. check this out, 3 of them. Now we can fit quite a bit of water here, but I would like my duplicants to build it so I can get this started. We ran completely out of oil. Gossman just became idle. That means he has finished exploring everything. What is this even? Helium cloud? Yeah, nothing interesting. Anyways, let's make our way back home. Our exploration rocket is done. We can basically disassemble it now. Or we change it to become a drilling rocket instead of an exploration rocket. Oh, Camille, thank you very much. Look at this. We can have, what, 27 tons? Oh my gosh. That is way too much. Are you serious? I mean, I can fit 5 tons into one of these liquid reservoirs. That would be 20, that would be 40 tons, 45 tons that I can realistically store. That means even if I fill up 2 of these canisters, it's gonna be way too much. Maybe we can make the rocket smaller and faster. That means I should try to fill 2 tanks and then I can even let it idle a little bit on this planetoid. Now the rocket speed is up to 1.5 tiles per cycle. That's not too shabby. So now I'm guessing the only thing that's missing is the interior, but I want to build it slightly differently because I want to try to use the oxalite this time around so we can basically change some of the strategies we implemented for rocket interiors in terms of getting rid of carbon dioxide and stuff. Which means we might even be able to implement things like a bedroom. Let me see, furniture. Like this is really only a cargo rocket. The duplicant inside of it doesn't necessarily have to exit. But still, it might be good to have a checkpoint here and 2 atmosuit docks like before. Next up, we can probably have our wall toilet here, and we're also going to be using, where is it? A hand sanitizer. Then before I forget, a bed here. What was the bedroom necessities? A single bed, no industrial machines. Oh, a decor item is missing, but that shouldn't be an issue. It's just the 4 high room that usually is the issue. So we'll have a pneumatic door here, and I guess a little painting of some sorts would be great. Have a blank canvas right there, and maybe 2 arrow pods right next to it. Next up, do we want ladders here? Now I feel like we have way too much space. I don't even know what to fill this up with. But yeah, essentially what we want to see is a storage bin here. And in this storage bin, we're gonna keep a whole bunch of oxalite. It will fill this room up with oxygen. We might actually use the extra space to fill up the atmosuit checkpoints. Or what we also could consider with the leftover space, we can have a gas module in order to keep some oxygen in there. On the other side, oxalite would be much easier, and I kind of want to test it out since we have quite a bit of gold amalgam. Actually, let me see, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we have 299.6 tons of gold amalgam. That means we can basically endlessly craft the oxalite. So we're going to be using that in order to fuel the oxygen inside of the rocket. And that potentially means I can also just use the gas pump here. I shouldn't use it at the bottom because of the carbon dioxide though. So maybe we'll have the gas pump here on top, and then we can have some more carpeted tiles here. Add a little mess table here together with a fridge, and then maybe for good measures a flower pot. I'm also gonna close off the room here. This would allow us to get some more storage bins in the joint in case we need it for something, and also decorations. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Since nobody actually needs to leave here, why instead of having these 2 storage bins, we could have a manual generator? I mean, while my duplicant is idling, they can just as well train up some athletics and machinery skills. So we'll have that manual generator here, and we'll also need like a rocket port. Let me see, probably within power, or maybe not within power, but rocketry. Yeah, there we go. I wanted the power outlet fitting. Where can we fit that? Probably here on the top. I would like to see a painting or plant over there, but it's almost the only opportunity at this point. So I think I'm gonna move the fridge over there. And my power outlet fitting... Oh no, it doesn't go on the glass. Darn it. Oh well, it's not a problem. We'll keep it here, but that means I'm gonna move my fridge back, and we're gonna use this space for another normal storage bin. This also allows me to add another painting here, and that's just all the decorations they have to live with. Good, and now before I forget, I want to set up the piping right away. Let's have some granite pipes, wiggle them around. So right here, it's incoming, is it? Yes. And of course, our goal as usual is to keep a whole bunch of water inside of the rocket that we can use to keep the toilet busy. And here it goes inside the toilet. That's all we really needed to do. Last but not least, of course, I want some wallpaper. For this one here, I'm gonna go with blue wallpaper again, using plastic, if I find it. Yeah, there it is, plastic. And we want to wallpaper everything up that isn't a solid tile. Wonderful, lots and lots to build. Did I forget anything else? If we have a look at another rocket that I've done, we have the atmosuit station, oxygen generation. I took care of that with the oxalite. We have food, a mess table, and that comfy bed stuff. Did I have my rocket control? Oh no, I think I did not place that. Yeah, crap, we're missing the rocket control station. I really like the idea of the manual generator, but maybe we cannot do that. You know, I just realized my mess hall is too small either way. It's just 20 tiles and that's not gonna count as a great hall. Wait a second, it might actually work out because of the room here at the bottom. This will count towards it, and as long as I don't have an industrial machinery in there, I guess the generator would count as an industrial machinery. Because I was kind of thinking we could get rid of this storage bin here and then move the mess table all the way over there. This would theoretically give us these two spaces here for the manual generator or the rocket control station. Let's try the station first. I think that would be fitting with the rocket control station there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let them build this stuff now. Is a rocket still returning? Yeah, I think we got this. Cool, I would say I'm gonna be right back once I got some of this built and or we are over at Coldito in order to continue our nuclear reactor over there. I just noticed Ellie has landed on the planetoid and I believe, yeah, she broke her atmosuit and I forgot to unground the rocket, so she already had a little pooping accident. What you gonna do? The most important part is now that we actually start building our pipes. So we're gonna go with granite material for all of the steam turbine pipes. And they're gonna be moving out all the way this way. And then for the last pipe, I'm gonna switch to igneous rock. And this is the pipe that we use in order to let the water drop back into the steam room. Another thing that we're missing right now are the power connections. Now, contrary to our first design, this one here is going to feature a vacuum on the top and only a little film of supercoolant at the bottom, which means we can utilize this space here in order to connect to the steam room or any other space that isn't connecting to the supercoolant. This means we could feature our heavy watt joint plates connecting to the main room here inside and then actually power everything up, but that isn't really necessary in my opinion. So instead we'll feature one plate here, another plate here on the top. I'm gonna do that at the very end, so I still have access right now. But it's gonna be starting from here. We'll have to exchange this guy here with a bridge. No, actually, this is only temporary until the pump is done. So we'll go up here, and there's gonna be the second connection, and then I guess we can have a third connection. So we would be going up here in order to connect up with the main wires. These wires will also be able to use in order to fuel up a whole bunch of rappel generators, and then all we have to do is reconnect this. Now it looks as though I don't have enough aluminium to kind of complete all of this. Yeah, I might be sending some more over. Let's see, we could exchange this here with aluminium, metal or aluminium. And we should be sending some of that over. We also still need igneous rock, but it looks like my duplicates are slacking a little bit. Also, yeah, this is both Coldito, all good. So we'll be sending over those materials, no problemo. We also have a film of supercoolant here, which means we're gonna require a little bit of drywall. Drywall, we're gonna use the sandstone to do that, and we only really need it inside here. Now, considering the top portion here is still a vacuum, I might just drop the liquid from the top down. So if we remove a bunch of these tiles all the way down to the last steam turbine room, then this is going to allow me to add a bottle emptier here and just drop a little bit of supercoolant and everything is going to be PG. Something else we can do this time with igneous rock pipes is the cooling loop here with the aqua tuner. We're going to be going down in order to bypass it here with a liquid bridge. Then we basically go up and over in order to start cooling things down. We have plenty of iron on the planetoid, so we're going to use those radiant pipes here as well. We're going to be going straight up from here in order to connect these. There can be another liquid bridge, just making sure that we never connect the steam room with the steam turbine rooms with a liquid bridge unless it goes into a vacuum. There, and last but not least, all we have to do is go back down into the liquid sensor and our cooling loop here would be completed. As for the nuclear waste, I'm guessing we are just gonna bring this up. This can be normal granite pipes. I wonder, can we just bypass this? Or what we could do is bring the nuclear waste all the way over to here, maybe, and then store it safely away. Honestly, I don't quite know yet, but I like the idea of just having a puddle of nuclear waste here as well. I already have a little bit of supercoolant here. It's 199 kilograms. I would love to send over a little bit more, and we should be able to do that by resetting this here as well. So more supercoolant is going to be launched over to Coldito. Right now the launcher system has to wait a little bit because we are fueling up this rocket here. Now that was my exploration rocket, so we don't technically need to fuel that up right now. And the basic nose cone here on the exploration rocket we're now going to exchange with a drill cone. So in the future we can use that rocket to get some more fullerene and other precious materials back home. Also, I decided to go with 5 solar panels instead of 3 liquid large cargo tanks, just because I felt like I might be able to make better use of it. And also the interior, yeah, slowly but surely we're starting to build it. Back to Coldito. Check out, why is this taking so long with the pumping here? Seems to be taking absolutely forever. Anyways, let's drop some supercoolant here, enable auto bottle, do this at a high priority, and ooh, wait. We cannot do that right now. I first need to deconstruct the tile at the bottom there. There it is. Now, supercoolant please, Ellie. 200 kilograms, that is perfect. Dropping for the first layer here, and then we can complete this again. Oh no, what happened here? I let the freaking rat ball generators overheat. This is obviously a issue. What did I do? Oh, this is really bad. All the lead here, now I have to clean this mess up a little bit. I guess it happens to the best of us. Another problem I'm having is the accumulation of polluted water. I cannot actually convert the polluted water quick enough. Where is it even going? Yeah, it's going right here, and then it would be going back into the oil wells. But now that liquid shutoff is broken, I guess one thing we can do is drop a little bit of liquid here and there where we have like heat issues. There is some magma on the floor. That's definitely not what we wanted to see. And we're going to be needing a new transit tube access point here as well. I think I'm just going to get rid of the rat ball generators for now, and we'll rebuild those solar panels. Back to Coldito. Are we done here? We got the first layer, and I need to close this as well. And of course, in the meantime, we want to make sure we send over some more igneous rock as well as supercoolant to Coldito. This rocket here is almost fueled up, so we can focus on the item transport again. I always forget to check for the moment when they start building those freaking atmosuit checkpoints. Now, Camille right now is trying to suffocate. Ameep also has to hold his breath. Now we have an atmosuit here. Camille, you should take that. And then the other atmosuit, where is it? Should be for Meep. And then I want you guys to disable that checkpoint quickly. Like, really quick. Camille, you're suffocating. Camille! She's just sleeping and suffocating. Man, sometimes these duplicants. Camille, take. What? Is she rather gonna die? And who is doing Devin? Oh my gosh. Why? Camille, why isn't Camille doing it? This is so ridiculous. I don't get it. I mean, Camille, I want you to wear that atmosuit. What is the problem? She's getting up and then she's not taking it. Oh, this is absolutely driving me insane. Okay, now she's at least wearing it. Okay, now the atmosuit checkpoint is disabled and they're not gonna unequip it anymore. But jeez, okay. Let's go ahead and add some oxalite here. Consumable ore oxalite. And that is gonna give us the oxygen necessary for those flights. I also would like to deliver at least one suit here, and the second one we're gonna leave empty just as usual. Whew, okay, I'm so glad Camille survived because, well, I do not want to have that base without her. We're gonna be adding our second bottle of supercoolant here. So we also have a layer for the second row of steam turbines. And then we'll also have to fill up the cooling loop here with supercoolant. So maybe we need a pump after all. There it is, my second bottle. As soon as that's over, we can remove the bottle emptier again. Good stuff, I have to say. Alrighty, here we go. Everything is in place. Usually I would now complete this project and leave it as a cliffhanger for the next time to enable, but today I'm gonna cut the episode short content-wise because it is my son's birthday and I do not want to miss a single minute of it. Not even for you guys. So the next time I can already promise you we'll be able to enable the reactor here and also maybe already start fueling up the temporal tear opener. That would be absolutely amazing. I believe you require over 10,000 wrap bolts for this. It's not that much. I mean, a nuclear reactor is going to produce that in no time. But still, that's the basic goal. Do we still have a rocket in space? I don't think so. We can then also go for a bunch of mining missions. We should do that probably the next time in order to get some more precious materials. We'll have to see what we're actually missing because it's not fullerene still. I mean, look at that. I don't even know what to do with the supercoolant. But yeah, you get the basic gist. Maybe to wrap things up so we don't have something that isn't actually completed. We want to fill up this storage bin with oxalite, and these guys, yeah, they should already be producing technically. We might actually need a second pipe. Yeah, I did not actually consider that. I'm choking these two pipes here into one, but they should now be separated, which is going to be a slight issue considering... What is this gas pipe doing here? Oh no. Oh well, I guess we'll have to get back in there anyways. But essentially we need to separate these two pipes so I can have double the amount of oxygen. Otherwise it's just the one single oxalite refinery that is going to be activated all the time. Anyways, as a last deed, I'm going to set up an auto sweeper here so we can pick up all the oxalite and put it directly into the storage bin. So no duplicant has to actually do it. But yeah, I might have to put that on my to-do list, and also I don't think we can actually reach that. Yeah. Will not be able to build that unless I do it right now. Let's speed things up a little bit. But yeah, you get the basic gist. We'll have to make some more adjustments now that I actually have a reason to use up all the oxygen we're producing. Great, but I would say with that out of the way, we're gonna meet us the next time. I'm gonna put on my to-do list. So let me actually see. Where's my to-do list? We need to fix oxygen for refinery. We need to finish reactor for Coldito. We have to fix what we destroyed on Crudial and add a launcher system. Yeah, I like that to-do list. Fueling up the temporal tear opener. Okay, I feel like that should be enough to do, but I just don't want to forget the important things. I'm also gonna put on there drilling with rockets. Okay, nice. Well, I would say with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for the short content. Well, it's probably not that short, but, you know, content-wise, I would have finished the project at least. But never mind, let's not talk about that. Thank you for everything. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye-bye.